Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Life is full of regret. I should have done this. I shouldn't have done that.
Wow.
I definitely shouldn't have done that. That's going to leave a mark. You know, we all have them. And Kayla, who is on the phone today to do a second date update, has a regret. We'll get into that in just a second. But first, Kayla, how are you?
Hey guys, I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for doing a second date update with us today. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the guy that you want to call today?
His name's Johnny, and I met him online. I don't have a ton of free time, so I've been trying online dating because that just seems like, you know, the best way to meet people.
That's the easiest way to meet the creepiest people possible without actually having to go talk to them in a public place. For sure.
Well, it's like you can kind of weed out some people, but, you know.
And was this one of the first online dates you went on?
I mean, I've been on like 2 or 3 over the course of the time I've been on this site because I just don't have that much free time. So when I met this guy, Johnny, I was like, he seemed like a really nice guy, and I was excited because I actually had a time that could work for both of us.
What did you guys do when you went out?
We just went out for drinks after one of my work days. You know, I feel like weeknights are good because then you don't have that much pressure. You know, I have something to do the next day. So in case it, like, doesn't go well, I can get out of there.
And what was your first impression of him?
He was really cute, and he has this really great smile, and he went and talked to the host for us to get us some seats, and I noticed as he was walking away that he also has a really cute butt, so that was nice.
That always helps.
Yep, totally.
And so you liked him. Everything was cool on your date?
Yeah, you know, he seemed really nice. The conversation was like, okay, it was like not horrible, you know, but it was like a little bit slow. I figured.
That's a rave review. Not horrible. Not like horrible. When I go to a restaurant, I love to get not horrible food.
I know. I feel like we just didn't have like an instant, you know, like click, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We were both like nervous and we'd never met each other before, and so it was fine. You know, he was totally nice. It just wasn't like instant like spark connection.
Okay. And that brings us to your regret. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're regretting?
Okay. So we've been talking for like a little bit, probably like 15 minutes. And then he noticed that I had a crossword puzzle in my bag, because I do crossword puzzles on my commute, and it's just like, you know, a fun way to sort of clear my head. But what was weird about it is that he noticed it and he mentioned it, and he was like, "Oh, huh, you must be really smart."
Because you do crossword puzzles?
Yeah, apparently.
I didn't know you had to be super intelligent to do crossword puzzles.
You could actually be an idiot and not get one question right on the crossword puzzle. For all he knows.
I think he just assumed that. Who knows? And I wasn't like really sure how to take it. I thought like, oh no, maybe he's joking, you know. But then he's like, well, I'm not really into like reading.
What?
Yeah. I know. I totally kind of thought the same thing.
He realizes that a crossword puzzle isn't a book, right?
I would hope so, but then I was like, oh, like, you know, like to read books or anything, and he was like, no, I'm just like to relax and, you know, not challenge my brain in my off time. And I was like, huh.
I don't like to think unless I absolutely have to.
Yeah, but then this is like the weirdest part. He was like, I don't even like to vote. And he said it was because voting is too complicated and he has to like read all of the directions.
So he just doesn't like to use his brain at all. And by the way, it's a good thing he doesn't vote. I'm all for people who are uninformed not voting.
And he's not saying like he's not informed on the issues or he doesn't know much about the candidates. He doesn't vote because he can't follow the instructions of it.
Is that not just so bizarre? It kind of blew my mind.
That's weird.
I was like totally over him, and I left and whatever.
So why do you want to call this guy back? He sounds like an idiot, honestly.
I know, you guys, like, I've had friends in the past tell me they think, like, maybe I'm a little too judgmental when I first meet people. And I don't know, like 3 weeks went by, and I was like, well, he was nice, and he didn't say anything, like, offensive. He just didn't really say much at all. So I was like, well, maybe he was nervous, and he just made, like, a mistake. And so I'm kind of thinking, like, maybe I should give him another chance.
You actually blew him off, and now you want to do a second date update to call him and ask him out again.
That's never happened.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to be more open.
So after your date, did he try to contact you and ask you out again and you just ignored him, or have you guys not spoken at all?
Well, he actually texted me like a couple days later, and I just sort of ignored the text. I just didn't really know what to say. And so I feel bad about that, too, because there's, like, no reason that I should just, like, pretend he doesn't exist, you know?
I'm so confused why you feel bad. Like, you called the conversation not terrible, and then you feel bad that you rejected a guy who says that he doesn't vote because he can't follow the instructions.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it was kind of a snap judgment on my part. I feel bad, and I'm like, a second date wouldn't be horrible. I've gone out with some other, like, real jerks since him, and, like, you know, what's the worst thing that could happen? He's a totally nice guy, and, like, maybe he really just has a really great sense of humor, and he was just kind of, like, testing me, you know?
So basically, after going out on a few dates, your standards have been lowered, and now you want to ask him out again.
I mean, hopefully not, but a second date would help me figure that out, right?
So after you blew him off,
Oh my God.
when you guys went out and he texted you and you just ignored him, have you tried to ask him out again since then, or is this going to be the first time that he's hearing your name since you guys went out?
I did text him like a couple days ago, but now he seems to be ignoring my text. So
The tables have turned.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back,
Oh my God.
call him and get your second date update, all right?
okay, that's awesome. Thank you.
Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
My only hope for today's second date update is that the guy, when we call him, he's actually able to figure out how to answer a phone.
It's
Because he
questionable.
sounds like one of the dumbest people on the planet. And for some reason, Kayla really wants to call this guy to go out on a second date with him. If you're just tuning in, Kayla is on the phone. She told us about a date that she recently went on with a guy named Johnny. They hung out for a while. The reason that I'm making fun of Johnny is because he saw that she had a crossword puzzle in her bag, and he's like, I don't do crossword puzzles. Those are for smart people. And then he also said that he doesn't vote because he can't figure out the instructions on how to vote. Not necessarily I'm not up on the issues. I just can't figure out how it works.
Yeah.
And after that date, she blew him off because of that.
Yeah.
And that was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. And because she's gone out on a couple of other dates with people who are even worse than that, now she wants to get this guy on the phone and ask if he'll go out with her again. Kayla, I'm about ready to dial his phone number. Any last words?
Wow, you really paint a picture of me being like the most desperate person in the world.
I didn't really have to do much painting, Kayla. You kind of did it for yourself.
And to make you feel better, it's just more of a sad testament to the state of online dating, I think, than anything else.
Maybe I just described it worse than it actually was. He was a nice dude. He was cute. I want to see him again.
Okay, I'm going to dial this phone number right now and get him on the phone. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Johnny, please?
Yeah, this is he.
Hey, Johnny, what's up? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Seriously?
Yeah, what's up, man? How are you?
Wait, really? I'm good.
So you listen to the show?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Awesome.
listen to it every morning.
Sweet. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Then you've probably heard the second date update before.
Is that why you're calling me?
Yes, that is exactly why I'm calling you, Johnny.
Okay. Okay, I know how this works. I know you have someone on the other line, and just tell Leslie that I never want to see her again and that she's a
Whoa!
Well, that's interesting.
I can tell her that. Sure, Johnny. Hello? Oh, Johnny's gone.
Did he hang up?
That Leslie girl sounds terrible.
Who is Leslie?
I don't know. Kayla, is there a Leslie that you didn't tell us about?
What?
Do you know who Leslie is?
I have no clue who Leslie is.
It has to be some other girl that he's doing online dating with, or
Something.
Yeah.
But, like, who would even say that?
I have no idea. So he didn't bring up a Leslie on your date or anything?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna see if I can get him back on the phone then, and let him know that Leslie's not trying to get a hold of him. Kayla is. All right. Okay. Hang on.
Look, I told you before, I don't want to do this, okay?
Johnny,
I really
Johnny,
don't want to talk to you.
Johnny, I'm not calling on behalf of somebody named Leslie.
No, Jubal, I know that this is what you do. Like, I know this is like a thing that you guys do, and I just don't want to, I don't want to be a part of it.
I'm not, Johnny, I promise, I'm not messing with you. There's somebody other than Leslie that wanted to do a second date update.
Yeah, we don't know who that is.
We don't even know who Leslie is at all. She sounds terrible, though.
I don't believe you guys. Like, I don't, like...
Well, that
Okay,
was-
Johnny, how about
Part of the
this?
show, like-
Okay, Johnny, hang on. Don't hang up yet. I'm calling because the girl named Kayla wanted to get a hold of you. Nobody named Leslie at all.
Kayla?
Yeah, do you remember going out on a date with somebody named Kayla?
Oh, my God. Yeah.
It was about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, something like that?
Yeah. That's what this is about? This is from Kayla?
Yes, this is about somebody named Kayla, not somebody named Leslie.
God. Is she listening to this?
Kayla? No, Kayla is gone. Because, dude, I mean, we called for a second date update. She wanted to go out with you again, and then she heard you call somebody named Leslie a bitch. And she hung up
my
and isn't
God.
interested in doing the second date update anymore, but I want to know who Leslie is now.
Me too. Is it like some stalker you have or something?
Really, like, honestly, you really don't. Like, it's a long story, and it was not a good time.
Did Leslie happen before the Kayla date or after the Kayla date?
It was after Kayla. Like, honestly, I just want to forget about the whole thing. It was really shitty, and like, I just want to move past it. You know?
You don't have to tell me, but maybe if you do tell me, then I could explain to Kayla about the situation with Leslie and help her understand that so that maybe she wants to go out with you again.
Yeah. I mean, like, I could tell you guys, but like, I don't want you to go and tell Kayla because it's like a really weird story, and like, I don't want her to know that.
I won't.
I don't know.
I won't tell her specifics about this Leslie girl.
And she's
Okay.
got to be understanding. I mean, she said that she's gone on some pretty horrible dates from the same site you guys met on, too.
Yeah. Okay. We at this bar. We drank way too much. We wound up hooking up in a Wendy's bathroom, and then she bit me. Okay.
Wait, she
She
bit
bit
you
you?
when you're in the Wendy's bathroom?
She bit me. I got stitches for it, and that's.
Whoa.
I'm just gonna leave it there. Okay?
Where did she bite you?
You don't need to know.
Oh,
And
please
so
don't
she bit you
tell
so
me.
bad that you had to get stitches.
Yeah. So you see why I don't want to talk to her, right?
I guess, yeah.
Seems like you could have seen that one coming if you're hooking up with a girl in a Wendy's bathroom.
Yeah. She's crazy, and now she keeps calling me and texting me. She like won't leave me alone now. So that's what happened. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it definitely does.
That's
So I
interesting.
won't give Kayla all those details.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I won't give them to her because you actually just did. Kayla is still on the phone listening.
What?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
So awkward.
Dude, you told me she wasn't on the phone.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you did. You did. You lied.
Oh my.
Sorry, Johnny.
Yeah.
What the hell? Is he serious? Are you serious
Yeah.
with this story? Are you serious? Are you saying that
Yes.
this like actually happened?
Yeah, that actually happened. And like, it does suck. Like, I had to get stitches because of this girl. So
Do you like want me to feel sorry for you? I thought you were a nice guy.
I am a nice guy. I didn't bite her. She bit me.
I don't think that's what Kayla means, Johnny. I think Kayla means more like hooking up in a fast food restaurant bathroom
it's
with
so
someone that you
gross.
just met and everything.
That was not my decision. If you think that I was in charge of that choice, then you are sadly mistaken.
It wasn't your
she
choice.
forced you?
What are you talking about, Johnny?
Oh my God. Take responsibility.
Look, I
You
do
did.
not want to go into it. It was a bad night. Like, I would love to move past that.
It's definitely
right.
alcohol's fault, I'm sure.
How about you move past it by going on a second date with Kayla? Johnny, would you like to go out with Kayla again? We'll pay for a second date.
Yes, I would.
Oh.
That would be great. She's the most sane person that I've been out with in a long time. And yes, I would love to go on a
Awesome.
second date.
Kayla, congratulations. A successful second date update for you.
No way. I am not going out with this guy again.
You're changing your story. You're
God.
changing your tune now. Before, you were saying like you thought he was sweet and you'd want to go out with him
Seriously,
again.
you guys, seriously, no way. No way. Like, really? Now that I know that he got bit in a fast food bathroom? No way.
Are you sure?
I am 100% sure.
Listen, like I'm not saying that it's ever happened to you before, but it's probably happened to a lot of people. Like that was not my
Johnny,
fault. I don't know how many other people she's bitten in bathrooms, but like
You're the only person I know that has that story, Johnny.
The bathroom biter.
I mean, I was truly the victim there, so
Okay.
not my fault.
So, Kayla, there's no chance on you giving Johnny another shot now.
No way.
Kayla, I really liked you, and you were really cool, and you were like kind of one in a million, and I would like to go on a second date with you, if you're up for that.
That's romance.
That is.
No, definitely not. I don't go out with guys who get bit in fast food restrooms. No way.
Wow, you do have high standards, Kayla.
Yeah.
You're never going to find love this way, ever.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.